Welcome, friends. Today I wanted to just go over something real quick, just with Grand Arena coming back up here in just a couple days. So I just wanted to kind of go over. This is something that I see a lot of people a lot of people understand, but then a lot of people they don't know about. And so I wanted to just make sure we level the playing field and let everyone know about this. So when you're in Grand Arena, um, you can basically figure out the best way to put up your defense, and this is extremely important for those of you who brought yourself a lightspeed bundle, maybe just got your first galactic legend, that kind of thing. And so when you're looking at your board, it'll change depending on if you're in 3v3, 5v5, if you're in Kyber, Erodium, Chromium, any of them, it's going to change. So you're going to have to do this math for yourself. I don't have the math on hand for each place, but I want to give you the tools to be able to do the math. And so basically, your entire goal is to figure out exactly how much everything is worth, because depending on where you are, it could be different. And so this will allow you to set up a solid defense without wasting extra defenses. And so what you do is you look at how many squads are in an area. So there's 4 squads in this one. And then you're going to take that 240. So we're going to bring over our calculator. And so we got the Conquer for 240. So we'll say 240. And then there's 4 squads that you can get between this much. We're always going to assume the top amount because we don't want to be optimistic, because we're preparing for the worst. So we'll do, plus 69 4 times. And nice. And so 516 is how much this zone is worth. So now we go back to the one behind it, and we have the same kind of calculation. So we add it to the same original number. So plus 219. And then there are 3 fleets. So we're going to do plus 79, plus 79, plus 79. And this is how much the top zones are worth. And so we'll file that away for 972. Now, what we're going to do is we're not adding up again to these ones. We are now doing a separate calculation. So what we'll do is we'll check to what it is. It is 4 squads again. And so we will do basically the same kind of thing, where we do 240 plus 69 plus 69 plus 69 plus 69. I've never said 69 so many times in a row in my life. Okay, and then we go to the back one. We only got 3 squads on here. And so you're going to go plus 210 for the Conquer, and then plus 69, plus 69, and plus 69. And so you got right here 933. And so these 2 zones are going to be worth less because we had 972 up here and then 933 down here. And so these 2 zones are going to be worth more than these 2 zones. So that means if you have, a Galactic Legend that you just got that you need to throw on defense, you're going to want to throw them on defense in front of your ships. Because, then I can just throw it here, hope the GL holds, and then I can throw crap in the back. It's the same thing if it was down here. A lot of the times this is the money zone, is the down below, depending on what level of, whatever you're in. This is the money zone to get through. And so you'll just throw down your Galactic Legends and your good teams right here, and then you can just leave crap in the back, which leaves you open for a good offense. And so you just need to make sure you take the time and basically just do that math in whatever area you are in the game. And it allows you to open up your defense. Because honestly, until the last, I would probably say the last 3 months, 2 months, I couldn't put down like relic teams almost at all on my defense. And even then, like, you can see that I'm kind of filling up with a lot of just so teams that I have left over from things. And so, like, I couldn't put down, a Zori team. I couldn't put down a Ray team. I just didn't have the room in my roster to throw down a whole bunch of stuff. And so I was literally just relying on my Executor to give me holds. And then all of this was just trash. And so I'm finally getting to the point where I'm able to have defensive teams. But honestly, a strong offense is always going to be really, really beneficial to you. Unless you are out GPing your opponent, it's always going to be more important to have a good offense over a good defense. Yes, get cheesy defensive teams, You know, Scoundrels are really annoying. Zori is really annoying. You know, get cheesy defensive teams, obviously, that don't require a ton. You know, Qui-Gon Jinn with Anakin, obviously. So you can get some solid cheesy teams, but you really can't afford to place really good teams on defense when you're early on. And so by doing this math and giving yourself an opportunity to see, you know, what's worth more, allows you to save for offense. And so I could put, you know, Rey right here and just defend this top zone hardcore. If they only get through the bottom zone and because of that can't get through the top zone, I can then just go through their top zone because I saved for offense and finish off their top zone, and I just win. I don't have to full clear at all. And so this is a strat that worked so well for me climbing up through Carbonite, you know, Bronzium, Chromium, and even in Erodium. You know, one thing can hold your field, and that's really, really helpful because, you know, Galactic Legend battles are never something that's like a sure thing where you're like, oh yeah, this is gonna work. Whatever counters you have, unless the person is like amazing modded and like knows the counter front to back, there's always a chance. And even when you know the counter front to back, there's always a chance of failure. And so having a defensive GL just to defend one area can be detrimental to whoever you're fighting. So that would be my suggestion to you is in these last couple of days, take a look at your defenses. See what side, the top or the bottom, is going to be better for you, and then from there, just go in and put your best defense, so your, you know, Rey or your SLKR, whatever you happen to have for a GL, just in the front row in that section, and then save like everything else for offense. Like if you want to go back to Arnold's videos from like a year ago, even I think like 8 months ago, and you look, he'll have SLKR right here as defensive for this zone, and then you look in his back and he literally has level 1 characters all the way through his back wall. And, you know, he'd still get wins. He's jumped up to Erodium several times. He's jumped up and he stays in Chromium for like the last however long he's been in there. Like, he does solid work with his free-to-play with that strat. He's recently switched to an all-offensive strat, but that's just because in Erodium you kind of need all of the tools to take down Galactic Legends. But for getting through Carbonite, Bronzium, and Chromium, one of the best things you can do is this strat. Thank you guys so much for watching. I am trying to hit that 1,000 subscriber goal. We are so close. We're only 60 away. So subscribe and, you know, we'll get some more content out there. We're having a good time on this channel. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.